Stewart Film Screen announces contemporary cabaret screens for multimedia installations. With features that are installer-friendly, including choice of motors and easy setup adjustments from the screen's housing front. Stewart Film Screen is also introducing Ambient Shade, a window treatment product that controls sunlight in commercial and residential applications.
Since 1977, Full Compass has been a national leader in the sales and rental of pro audio, video, AV, and lighting equipment. With over 600 top brands and $10 million in inventory, Full Compass is one-stop shopping.
Bosch Communication Systems, a business unit of Bosch Security Systems, is now one of the world's leading manufacturers and suppliers of professional audio, wireless, life safety, and communication equipment. Bosch Communication Systems offers complete system solutions for the world's most critical high-profile installations and events. Together, the future sounds secure.
Welcome back to Sound and Communications Viewpoint. Once again, I'm Barry Goldin with Audio Video Systems, here with Sid Lissner of Avitecture, continuing our discussion on AV systems integration in the government marketplace. Before the break, Sid, we were talking about some of the wickets that contractors like ourselves have to jump through in order to do business in the federal government marketplace. It's probably worth expounding a little more on some of these concepts and how the challenges that we have to learn to overcome, and for those that are not in it, to learn to overcome those.
A significant issue for so many projects is security clearance, a topic I really can't talk about because I'm not allowed to. But if you don't have the right security, you can't get the job. And that's costly. That takes a lot. It's very expensive to clear an employee, thousands of dollars, and there's a long wait. So that affects our ability to tackle some projects.
No doubt, and if there are new entrants into the market and they don't have the government security clearances, there are certain projects, especially on the defense side of the business versus the civilian government side, that they won't be qualified to do. They won't be able to get their people into the site, et cetera. So that is definitely a challenge for people to overcome.
Yes, security on the, and of course, since 9/11, there's been a great emphasis on in the federal government to upgrading AV systems, and that requires security clearances.
Agreeably, I've noticed a very large uptick in integration into command and control centers and environments, yes, and for customers that you didn't even realize had a need for a command and control center if you weren't in the market. And every federal agency has to have an emergency fallback command and control capability. And many of these, especially the defense-oriented ones, firms like ourselves that have employees with U.S. government clearances can work on those projects. Others wouldn't, again, be allowed even to possibly bid on the project or even work through some of these contract vehicles we discussed earlier.
And related to the issue of security and government preference, Barry, is choosing equipment which the government will accept. Products manufactured in some countries cannot be supplied to the United States government. So when we specify equipment for an AV system, we're very careful to inquire about the origin of the product.
No doubt, with the commoditization and the mass manufacturing that we're seeing in the product lines that we work with, there are a large number of products that are, for example, made in China. And as we know, we're not allowed to sell those under certain contract vehicles or even possibly at all to the federal government. So we have to make sure to get versions that are made in other countries. So
right,
that is definitely another challenge that we've seen a lot, and we're seeing it more and more as the Chinese market is starting to manufacture more and more products in some of the other countries.
Right, and related to that also is since so much of the AV systems in the Washington area go into secure facilities, is choosing products which meet security criteria. Very important, and we spend a lot of time on that.
Lately, there's been a large push for, especially in certain environments, there's a federal government agency that we're familiar with called DISA, the Defense Information Systems Agency, and they have their Joint Information and Test Center. I believe JIDIC I believe that's the name it's called, and they have to certify a lot of the products, especially yes, anything that's going to be on the network. For sure, they want to make sure that information is not going to be passed around in an inappropriate way, and information is contained. It's very hard to get your hands around what products are available, what products are certified for use in certain areas, especially when you get into the role of video conferencing, what products are available, and what kind of security design constraints need to be done to make sure that secure information is kept secure.
And related to that is even something simple, Barry, like choosing a projector. Many of the projector manufacturers now tell us that their products can be accessed through IP addresses. Not so cool in a federal setting where security is paramount. We've actually had to take out some control systems that were open to the world and replace them with control systems which only worked in that building. So Uncle Sam is very sensitive to these issues.
Well, Sid, I couldn't agree with you more, and we want to continue, but at this point we're going to wrap up for the session. For Sound and Communications Viewpoint, my name again is Barry Goldin with Audio Video Systems. I'm here with Sid Lissner with Avitecture, and we will continue more on this topic in the future.